I don't care about the Star Trek. I did watch a few of Strange New Worlds, and it's terrible.
We're going to get onto both of those. Actually, saying that, let's move on to that. So, we'll get onto Ahsoka later, but let's get on to Strange New Worlds. Now, this I've not even bothered with, not even given it any consideration. But again, you guys are not impressed.
Have you watched it, Yoda? I haven't watched the last episode, but I've watched the first 4. The one where they went back in time. I've got it was La'an Noonien Soong. She went back in time with Kirk, and they had to fix the timeline. It actually wasn't too bad. They didn't treat Kirk like a joke, and they gave her like a moment that felt human. And I actually, like she just broke down and cried because of all the stuff that happened, and she talked to Kirk, and I liked that episode. Okay, I thought, it had a few moments I went, but for the most part, it was a kind of a good Star Trek time travel story, except that in this case, it's like they're actually weeping over the dead timeline, which I kind of liked. All the rest of the episodes have been crap. They've just been terrible. The first one, I saw some of the clips of this new one where I guess Spock loses his Vulcan DNA and becomes completely human. Through Star Trek nonsense. And that doesn't bother me. There's always been Star Trek nonsense. But it just seems like they just want to make Spock a joke now. And
he looks like a pubescent teenager, doesn't he? He's got a fucking beanie hat on, and
even
when
he's
not, they're just making him look like a joke. It's ridiculous.
With some of these things, I know, just completely as a sideline, I know some people said that like the whole beginning of Last Crusade kind of made a mockery of Indiana Jones, but I always thought it was quite done with love, and so it kind of
Are you talking about the Last Crusade?
Yeah, and the whole prequel bit with
with him as a kid with River Phoenix. Oh, okay, all right.
And some people have said it was disrespectful, but I never got that from it because I always thought it was done with love. Whereas nowadays, it's kind of they never kind of want to do these characters with love. They just want to kind of deconstruct them and ruin them.
Well, I feel like that whole idea. I like The Last Crusade tremendously, and I feel like it has kind of a legacy grandfathered in, but the idea of having to show us every single origin of, I mean, even down to his facial scar and all of that,
all happened on one day.
All happened on one day. It's like, I didn't mind that at the time because that wasn't a trope that has been shoved into our faces 8 million. Like by the time you get to Solo, almost 25 years later, you're going, oh God, this again, But it wasn't.
But that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't bother me then.
To me, the Indiana Jones one, to me, it was done with love, and so they just wanted to tell, introduce obviously Sean Connery, but they did it with tender affection for the character, and it's kind of, this is how he got his scar, and this is what, and it was like, that's fine, I'm fine with that. And even watching them recently, it didn't bother me. But now,
you get the feeling it's all tongue in cheek a little bit. You get the feeling it's all kind of a little wink at the camera. It wasn't meant to be a go-to storytelling tool for the next 30 freaking years.
That is the problem now. I've just watched The Critical Drinker talking to Russell Brand, and he was saying about how they can't come up with anything new, so they've just got to deconstruct stuff which doesn't need deconstruction, and that's
we're deviating into the let Hollywood burn category now, guys.
We've got something else on there that's going to. Okay, let's move on.
Troll Prince in the house.
Thank you for watching this excerpt from Outpost Frequencies. Tune in live every Sunday at noon Central Time or 6 o'clock UK time. And also, remember to come to lastmovieoutpost.com for all your latest in movie news, streaming news, and everything cool about film. We are the cool news now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next stream.